I should also tell you that after using saunas for over a year, I can sauna with or without binders now with no ill effects. It doesn't make a difference. So in hindsight, my best guess as to why that is that in the very beginning, I had never done any kind of detox before. I had just had the mercury amalgam fillings removed. I was dealing with other fatigue and adrenal issues. My body was just a wreck. I had eczema all over my knuckles and my hands. The backs of my knees were itching and flaking all the time. I obviously had this chronic inflammation. I was having issues with some of my joints from a knee injury. All these things, fatigue and brain fog and anxiety and blah, blah, blah. It's not like that now. So now, whether I take a binder or not, I have a good sauna session. I feel good. And so what I think happens is that when people first start using the saunas, probably for the first 6 months or so, you're giving your body the ability to get rid of stuff that previously would only occur if you went to the beach and ran on the beach every morning or something. So there's an initial front load dump of, I guess you could say, toxins or whatever, but really the sauna is just creating the conditions for you to have a profuse sweat and also absorb the far infrared rays to mimic or create the right condition. Or I think of it like a greenhouse. You know how a greenhouse creates homeostasis for the plants, regardless of if it's raining outside or if it's cold or hot or whatever, you can maintain temperature and optimal. That's like what the sauna is doing. The sauna is your greenhouse for detoxing pesticides, and you can actually sweat out pesticides a lot better and faster than you can metals. Sometimes certain metals can take a long time. And that's how people get into trouble. You don't want to overload the body with detox stuff. People try to do too much, too fast, and it just goes downhill because you're overloading the organs. They can only process so much. You need to give them a break, or your body is going to be stressed. You won't figure it out up here, but the rest of you is just going to be like freaking out. What are you doing to me? You're trying to kill me? And so the result of that can manifest itself in a myriad of different ways. I don't know where I was going with that. I think what I was just trying to say is when people first start using saunas, especially infrared saunas or any kind of sauna, it's very important to use binders, I think. That's my opinion. And so if you feel worse after using an infrared sauna, most likely one of two things is happening. You need to use binders, or you're in a shit high EMF sauna and it's giving you a headache because some of the older saunas have 150 milligauss magnetic fields right at your head. And so if you're not used to that or you can't tolerate that, that can definitely do it. But most of the time, I would say 7 times out of 10 people that I've talked to, people that I've worked with, just starting to take Intros gel or a few of the other binders that I talk about in the other videos remedies that. It might not be overnight. It just, the next session might not be as bad. Give your body a chance to catch up. It's years and years of Roundup exposure, inorganic foods, processed stuff, heavy metals, whether it's from deodorants or pots and pans or just in the air, or from your own teeth like I had or whatever. It's years and years of buildup. Just because you take a binder once, you know, it's probably going to take a week or two. You want to take the Intros gel or another binder that I recommend every time you sauna. And so that will be cumulative and it'll get better and better.